line that would go all around called the equator, and I was from Ecuador, and I thought Ecuador is the whole entire world. And I'm moving from just one city to another. And it wasn't until I saw the globe and the map, and I was like, oh my gosh, Ecuador's a really tiny country in South America, not Mexico, as a lot of people always ask me, so what part of Mexico is that from? Did I realize, right, that I was so far away from my grandparents and my family. And despite just really loving education, I didn't really understand what it was to be an immigrant. I was put into ESOL classes, and I was learning to speak English. Every day I would wake up eager to go to school. And it was in 5th grade that I was sitting in the back of a classroom, and they were doing tryouts for this superintendent's music festival. And they went through all the students, and they said, has anybody, finished, not gone up? And one student said, Maria hasn't gone. And I'm like, trying to hide. I'm like, what is he saying? So they bring me up on stage to sing with this trio. And it was 2 of the most powerful singers in the school that I had to sing with. And I sing, and all of a sudden everybody was like, oh, and I made this trio. And we went in to the University of Miami. I was chosen as one of these people to participate in this festival. And when I was walking through this huge campus, seeing all these big buildings, I remember the cafeteria doors opening, and I said, I want to go to college. It was my golden cafeteria where I had the choice of McDonald's and Burger King and all these really bad food that I don't eat today. My road to a college education was not easy. And I went to elementary school here, middle school, and high school. And when it was time to go to college, I already knew that something was off because my older sister, when she went to the local community college to try to enroll, they told her that she couldn't because she didn't have the right kind of papers. I remember her coming home, crying, and telling my mom, it's your fault. It's your fault that I cannot go to college. And I thought, okay, I have a plan B. I'm going to join the military. And so my sister, second older sister, was part of the JROTC program. And I remember Army recruiters in our house talking to her. At that time, we had Social Security numbers. Back in the day, they used to give those out. That was prior to September 11th. And the recruiter said, you have everything, but you also don't have status. You don't have the right kind of papers. When you fix your status, let us know. And I thought, okay, plan B out the door too. So I worked so hard when I was in high school to prove myself. And if you look at my high school yearbook, my senior year, it's like plain Where's Waldo? In every page, there's Gaby. Orchestra, Gaby. Track and field, I was there. Basketball team, president of Club X, Y, and Z. I worked so hard to show this country that I was worthy of a chance and opportunity to go to college. And so I get called down to speak to my college counselor. And my college counselor says, I'm sorry, you do not have the right kind of papers. You should not apply anywhere. If you do, you're going to put yourself and your family in trouble. And I sat there hearing that one no, and I heard 1,000 yeses in my head. And I knew that she was not saying that to me with malice. She was just misinformed. She was preemptively being obedient to some sort of policy and law that does not exist. There is no law that prevents dreamers to go to college. Let me repeat that again. There is no law that prevents undocumented people from being able to go to college. So I decided I was gonna look for my yes. And I, at a college fair, found a woman, a recruiter from Miami-Dade College, Sue Georgie, and she said to me, look, I don't know what to do. I don't have the answer, but I'm gonna help you. That was my yes. The Dream.US does a survey every year for our incoming scholars. And we ask the question, how do you hear about us? And guess who is the number one person or reason they hear about us? Can anybody take a guess? I hear counselors, what else? Friends, what else? Family, teachers. It's you. That's the number one answer. It is a college advisor, a mentor, a nonprofit organization. It is NCAN that has been the one opening the doors for undocumented students. The woman that first said yes to me is part of my family. She probably doesn't know that I go around the country speaking about her. She recently retired. I was doing some digging on social media to find a beautiful picture of her. But I carry her everywhere I go with me. Because when my counselor said no, she said yes. And she walked with me those halls at Miami-Dade College when I knocked on doors and doors and doors, and she didn't give up on me. She didn't have the answers, but she helped me find it. 2 decades after graduating from high school and finding my way to college, today I'm the leader of the Dream.US. And as the leader of the Dream.US, we've now helped 12,000 students receive a college education with a college scholarship. Students from 120 countries across 45 states. We've partnered with colleges and universities, over 100 of them in 20 states. And today we celebrate seeing over 4,500 students graduate. Today they are teachers, they're nurses, engineers, and some of them are actually college counselors too. Behind every single one of you, as Mia said, is a family and it's a future. I want to tell you that all of you, we consider you our padrinos, our titis, our uncles, our tias. You are part of our family. When our parents are too tired because they have been working too hard, and frankly today are afraid of what's gonna happen to them every single day going out to work, because they're not looking for people who are doing bad things. They're looking for people who are at their job sites, feeding us, protecting us, doing jobs that we know are essential to our nation. But you, for these young people, you are the bridge to the truth, to the opportunities that those families worked so hard, left everything behind. I remember the weeks before coming to the United States, my mom crying and telling my dad, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave my parents behind. I don't speak the language. I am scared. But she got all the courage she could for us, her children. She left everything behind to give us, her children, an opportunity. And what parent would not do that? And that's the love that we talk about in our families. I know that right now, the moment feels really heavy, that now more than ever, things are really, really difficult in our country. There are grants that are being slashed, TRIO programs are being cut. There are lawsuits and investigations, and every single day is something new. We don't even know if there is a Department of Education. Will there be a Department of Education, or what the Department of Education will be? It feels like the storm clouds are gathering over our work every single day. But I want you all to remember that fear cannot paralyze us, and that generations before us have gone through this too. We need to have that sí se puede spirit, the yes we can. We cannot capitulate to a government that is hurting us, that is hurting our young people. This isn't the first storm that we've had to weather, and it's not going to be the last. We will find a way forward. Our strength is going to be in our nimbleness, in our refusal to accept those no's, in our ability to say, yes, we can, we will find a way forward. That is the spirit that has carried us before, and it would carry us again. This moment is not the end. It's the beginning of a new renaissance for higher education, one where every child, regardless of where they were born or where they come from, can live out their dreams. I want us to be cautious, not to be preemptively obedient, because all dreams are worth fighting for, every single one of them. Our country, don't let people lie to you. Our country's strength is in the multiculturalism that we so love. Look at this city. How many have enjoyed the food from this city? Come on now. America is strong when every child is strong. When immigrant children have access to education, when Black, Indigenous, Asian, white, Latino, LGBTQ, children with disabilities, children who are houseless, all children are our children. And again, we know this, that injustice to even just one of our children is injustice to all of them. So I want us to lean on each other. You don't have to be immigration experts. You don't have to know it all. You can be Sue Georgie and say, I don't have the answer, but I will help you. Research shows that having just one trusted adult in a child's life can dramatically change outcomes in higher education, in graduation rates, in stronger mental health, and greater resilience. Each of you is that adult for that young person. Each of you is that yes. And oppressors know how to divide and conquer. They will try to isolate us. They will try to weaken us, intimidate us. They will try to say, if you support these kind of students, we will take money for these kind of students. But I want you to look around in this room. I want you to know that we can lean on each other. You can lean on me, and you can lean on us. There are certain things that we can do right now, and we have to do it. We have to speak up, we have to bear witness, and we have to protect each other. We need to build our own sanctuaries and be the adults that students can trust. And I know that if we unite, if we protect, and if we act, nothing is going to be able to break us. Because this is not just about undocumented students and dreamers. It is about the soul of our nation. And together, we're going to be unstoppable. So, I know I'm going to put you all to sleep by doing this quick exercise, but I want you to please close your eyes for one moment. And I want you to take a deep breath and just breathe in, hold it, breathe out. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to breathe in, we're going to hold it, we're going to breathe out. And I want you to imagine little Gaby coming to your office and telling you, I want to go to college. I don't have papers. My parents are here without status. I came here as a young 8-year-old. Can you please help me? It is in your hands to make the decision of how you're going to do this. But know, as you are opening your eyes, I want you to look around and know that you're not alone. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. Thank you for all of you for being my Sue Georgies. The work that you do is incredibly important. And again, they're going to try to break us. But together, we are unstoppable. Thank you.